Welcome back to Fair State of Gaming. I'm your host Kev, and we are back with some more Fallout New Vegas. So we last left off, we'd passed all the speech checks to help us take on the powder gangers in the upcoming fight. But we decided we were going to go away and come back and fight them later. And my main reason for doing that is because I want to try and remain passive with them, because there's a couple of quests with them that I would like to do later as well. I'm actually going to go over here because there's a cave where we can get some more sneaky XP. So there's a weapon we need to go and get that'll help us take on the powder gangers without taking on the powder gangers. But unfortunately it's a huge trek away from here, so we need to bother ourselves to go and get it. Bit of a pain in the ass. Okay. Rebuild character. So we're just gonna keep the appearance as is. We're gonna drop 2 strength, 3 charisma, got 9 luck, 8 intelligence. Yeah, that should do us. Yeah. So you don't want to max out any stats because there's items you can pick up later that'll max them out for you, so 9s are really good. As much as I like having agility, it's not as much use just now. Intelligence is higher because you get more skill points to distribute when you level up. Charisma is neither here nor there for us at the moment. Endurance, survivability. Perception, it's more for lockpicking than anything really. And strength, we'll manage without strength too much. So we keep explosives. Lockpicking, I guess. So there's a couple more traits that were not available to us before. Most of them are still not as much use to us as small frame because it gives us extra agility. Yeah, we'll just stick with the 2 that we had. Sorry, puppet. So, now that we've leveled up, we bump that to 35, that to 35. Two left. Survival, I guess. And Swift Learner just to offset the negative XP. So this has now got the benefit of the +5 skill points without losing any XP from that trait. Come back to that cave in a minute. We're so close to leveling up again. So we're just going to leave their meat in their hide, it's not as much use to us. The reason I've kind of changed my target direction is because there's a bunker over there that's got a lot of scrap in it that we can really use. Also, discovering locations is always handy for your XP. So before we go any further here, I'm going to quickly save it, because this area is infested with rad scorpions. It also brings us really close to Quarry Junction. So this shack is pretty decent player housing, but you can't fast travel to it, so it's not all that useful. Then we're gonna pick it up. Lad's life. Okay, so not as good scrap as I would have liked, but a couple of scrap electronics which will help us. So now we'll go back to that cave. Now, of course, you don't have to fight these things in melee, and you don't even really need to fight them at all. But I choose to use the machete as much as possible early on. Stockpile some ammo. Alright, he's not playing. This place is overrun with coyotes. Swing, swing, swing. Nothing else of much value there. Unfortunately, a lot of the loot is randomly generated, so sometimes you can get much better stuff. I kind of hoped that was going to be enough to push us to the next level up, but guess not. So slow going. Some free health. Okay, I'll do. The advantage of one of the DLCs as well is that it puts a canteen into your inventory, and every 5 or 10 minutes, I think it is, your character automatically drinks from it, and it replenishes a little bit of health. Come back! Fucking shit. That's fine. We'll be going up that ridge next time. For now, we want to just try and power through. There we go. It's another good player housing location early on. Right. Scrap electronics. I'm sure that's just got 3 of them now, which is what we need. It's a sensor module we need. We'll leave the star bottle cap. That starts a quest that I actually just cannot be bothered with. 3. So I think that's us just about got everything we need. 3 sets of modules. So we need another 2 scrap metal. Hopefully it'll not be too long before we uncover some of that. This ravine is full of geckos that you can fight. We're just gonna push on through. We fight them if they won't leave us alone. Sword.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Primm is off limits. It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
Okay, thanks, pal. Welcome to Primm. That's annoying, I can't see if I'm hidden or not. That should reset it. No. It's annoying. That's better. Come on. Yeah, he somehow didn't see me reaching past them and picking out the ammo there. Just to try and push us along a little, I'm actually going to kill a couple of the enemies over here. So your explosive skill affects how quickly those mines will count down. Obviously the higher your skill, the more time you've got to disarm the mines. What? Wow. It's a good haul. It's like that guy just disappeared. It's weird. Right, well I was going to fight them, but I'm not going looking for them, so we're just going to move on. Jump down off the bridge. You can always fast travel back. So you do move ever so slightly faster when your weapon is holstered. And I mean ever so slightly. I'm going to discover that location actually. Yes! So we'll not need to level explosives anymore. So we can use a book to power that up if we need to. 5 to that. That means we can now access average difficulty locks. 4. Unlike other Fallout games where you get a level up, you can level up a skill. You can choose a skill every level up. It's every second in New Vegas. I guess some people just like the difficulty. There's another location up here, which is tied to the DLC. We'll not be accessing that just now. We are so beyond underprepared for that. It's free XP for discovering it, so. Also kind of holding out hope for some more scrap metal. But that's looking like it's not going to be happening. Discover and bail. So we're going to be heading all the way over here. Now you could just cut straight down across that, and we might actually just do that, 'cause the enemies that are in there are not too dangerous. But there's a location just there that I would like to go to as well. So save us having to trek all the way back down here. We can just fast travel in future. So it's that catch-22, you know. Do we discover the location now and save us a headache later? With a little luck, we'll not encounter too much. Absolutely do not want to walk up that mountain way though. Absolutely not. Not at this point. I'll let them fight. Huh. Oh well then. Change weapon. Sheesh. Hit a lot harder than I thought. Yeah, I'm not going to apologize for the bad language. This game is rated 18 in the UK, so, you know, if you're adverse to a little bit of bad language, you probably shouldn't be playing it.
Hey, you like that?
Ow. Wrong button. Jeez. Yeah, as I said earlier, you can just stamp them to death. It's kinda cool. I'll take me a cowboy hat. Don't mind if I do. So we can use different armors and weapons to repair our equipment. It's the main reason why we pick up a lot of these things. I'm just going to drop that submachine gun. Only reason anyone's going to be excuse me, the only reason anyone's going to be equipping a hat is for the perception bonus. That's certainly the only reason I do it. Meh. You know what, we'll just take the shortcut and we'll come back to that later. I should be able to just take these on. Ah! Okay, so the giant ones hit quite a bit harder. Who knew? He wasn't that big. Now there is actually a pathway through the mountains at Prim that allows you to skip this entire area as well. Oh jeez. But it's guarded by a blind Deathclaw. And you'd be forgiven for thinking, a blind one? I can just run past that. You can't. It will see you. Well, it will detect you. And it will kill you. So best bet, just keep going this way. Or this general direction anyway. Hello, Nipton.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze? Are you kidding? Bye.
So yeah, he'll just run around down there for the rest of the game, or until he dies. As you progress through the game and the enemies get more difficult as they spawn, you can bet he'll die. So this place was razed to the ground somewhat recently, but we'll learn a bit more about that later. Kinda hoped I could have gotten up there. I can. So following my own advice from the last video. Now if you continue following that road round here, you're lured into a trap. It's up here I want to be. dead. No idea where we've been detected from, but okay. Let's just go and scrap electronics. No use. Oh, there you are. Oh, bugger. You can normally actually... Well, they've got a grenade launcher. That's what it seems like. You can normally get close enough to disable that. Wow. Starting to think I'm not going to be able to go up here. We'll go the long way. You know what, actually, we won't even bother engaging. We'll just... We're so close to the next checkpoint that I was looking for. There. So much for not engaging, but you know. Kill or be killed. So yeah, this location has pretty much everything you'd ever need as a player base. Safe storage, a place to sleep, a campfire for crafting, scrap mail, which is precisely what we were needing. I think that's us now. Yep, we've got enough for repairing a robot, which we will be doing next time. So I usually use each locker for different kinds of items. One for weapons, one for armor, one for spare ammo types, which I'm not going to use or use just now. Goodness sake. And then I usually store my miscellaneous in here. Lighten the load a bit. So what I'll do is I'll just use the armor locker as the armor one. Damn it. Can't believe I did that twice in a row there. Stupid. Right. Get that armor back on. I'll use this one for this stuff. So the books are weightless, except these ones. I'll go over the difference with them in a second. So I don't mind carrying them with me. Everything else takes up space. So the Wasteland Survival Guide and Tales of Chivalry, the two different, they're both skill books, but this one is a permanent increase of +3, I believe, whereas this is a temporary increase of +10. So survival will be permanently increased by 3, and another one is Guns and Bullets. So the temporary ones are weightless and stack. That's the only real difference. Oh, we should have slept while we were in there. Sleeping any length of time refills your health, which, you know, you can never be without too much health. If I remember correctly, I just need to go east of here. Put the gun away so I move a little bit faster. There is a small campsite down there that causes, like going in there causes another ambush. Not in the mood for that just now. More rats. Now, unlike Fallout 4, they don't burrow. Bloody things. I think that's the cave we're aiming for there. Let it come for us.
Got business here.
Maybe. Oh. Yeah, this is it. This is the Brock Flower Cave. Probably named due to the fact that it's got an abundance of Brock flowers. So before I go in here, also going to save. Now that Wastelander can sometimes run down here and he usually gets himself killed pretty quick, but he can provide a distraction if nothing else. Please don't come for me. Perfect. Oh dear. Yeah, so we're not really meant to be in this area yet. It's much higher level than we're meant to be. Jeez. It's too early to completely celebrate because we still have to get out. There we go. So 5. And yeah, sure. Oh, bugger. So we probably should have just left rather than exploring this cavern. But where's the fun in that? Should be home free now anyway. So the Rat Slayer is basically just the varmint rifle that we've been using, but it's got a silencer on it, an extended magazine, and a scope, which also has night vision capabilities. All in all, worth it. It also has a really high critical modifier. So we're going to fast travel back to Goodsprings, and we'll pick this up next time. So the silencer will allow us to take on the enemies without them knowing we were even there. Yeah, this should do it. So we'll go up to the rendezvous point. And we'll get through this in the next video and continue as normal, I guess. So, thanks again for joining us. I've been Kev, this has been Fair City Gaming, and we'll see you next time. Cheers!